Hello and welcome kids once again to your science classes of grade 5th. As you can see over here today, we are going to start our topic 3, that is safety and first aid. In my previous videos, I have already explained two chapters of our science course book. That was the first chapter, or the first topic was related to growing plants, and the second chapter was about food and health. So both the chapters along with their explanation and the book exercises, keywords and question answers have been done, and the videos have been uploaded on YouTube. I hope you must have gone through that, understand that, and you must have noted down the question answers also and the book exercise plus keywords in your previous class science notebook neatly and cleanly, date wise and topic wise, along with the diagrams also. Those who have not done, please complete those work at first. Okay, because now we are going to start our new topic, that is topic 3, safety and first aid part 1. Now even books and notebooks, they are made available at the school counter. You can go over there, your parents can go over there as per the schedule, that on which day which class books and notebooks will be given at which time. So it will be better if you purchase your books and notebooks at the earliest. Okay, so now let's move on with this chapter. What are the things, what are the subtopics of this chapter? That is, first is safety from fire, safety on the road, and first aid. So these are some key subtopics, some important things and facts which we are going to study and learn in this chapter, in this topic, that is about safety and first aid. And in the present scenario also, being safe, it is very important. That's why what is the present slogan of government? Stay home, stay safe. Because we all know, because of all this COVID-19 infection and all that, so many casualties had been happened, and to prevent its further impact on us, government has instructed the citizens that yes, stay home, stay safe, maintain social distancing, keep on cleaning and washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, avoid touching your eyes, nose, mouth with your hands, don't go outside or step out of your house without covering your face with a proper mask. uh, Maintain proper neatness, cleanliness and hygiene. That's the only key mantra which could keep us safe in this present scenario of this COVID-19. Okay, so let's start with the topic. The very first thing which you can see over here, it is safety. The topic, the chapter itself is about safety. So what is the meaning of safety? What does safety means? So as you can see over here, it is written safety. It means to keep oneself away from injuries, accidents, or mishappenings by following safety rules at all times and at all the places. Yes, this is the only meaning of safety. Safety means it is it is to protect, to prevent ourselves or oneself from getting hurt, from getting injured, from meeting any mishappenings or avoiding accidents. And how we can make it happen? When we all will be very careful, very alert, we all will be following safety rules. Certain safety rules have been framed by the law and order, by the government, by the society, by our parents. So we should follow those safety rules, and not only on few places but at all times and at all the places. Whatever place we are going, we have to keep ourselves and others also safe. And if we will follow the safety rules, whatever safety rules have been made, if we will follow that properly, then we will be safe, no doubt in that. Okay, so this was all about introduction of safety, that what is safety. It means to keep oneself away from injuries, accidents, or mishappenings by following safety rules at all times and at all the places. Yes. So let's see what is the starting line of this chapter. Here it is written, accidents may happen with anyone, anytime and anywhere. Yes, accidents are some kind of misfortunate and it is very unpredictable. It is very uncertain. It is not a thing which could be predicted. Yes, today accident will happen. No, it is not like that. Accidents, they may happen with, but it is the fact that accidents may happen with anyone, anytime, anywhere, provided, but the condition is that if that person or if that thing, it is not handled carefully, they are not alert enough, careful enough, then accidents may happen. Okay, so we should always be careful and follow safety rules to avoid accidents. Nobody wants accident. Okay, everybody wants to avoid accident, not to go in that situation. So for that, what we have to do? We should always be careful. We should always be alert enough, and we should follow safety rules to avoid accidents in our life. Okay, so there is one pictorial activity also. Let's see. It is activity time now. Tick the pictures where safety rules are being followed and cross those where safety rules are not being followed. Okay, now in this picture, you have to tick that picture where safety rules, 4 pictures are given over here. Okay, and besides all this picture, one box is also given. So in that box, if you have to put a tick if the pictures, it is following the safety rules, and you have to cross that picture where the safety rules are not being followed. So in first picture, let's see what this kid is doing. Oh my god, this kid, he is handling the candle, and look the position how he has handled the candle. The flame is about to reach to his hand. So this picture will be a cross. This picture will be a cross. In the second picture, this boy, he is sharpening his pencil with the blade. Again, it is a very harmful activity. It might get hurt. This boy might get hurt. This blade might cut his finger and blood may ooze out. Okay, so this is also wrong. This picture is correct. As this small girl, she is walking on the footpath and she is walking with an adult, with her mother maybe. So this is correct. You are very small kid. You should never step out on the road by yourself. You should always go with an adult person, with your family members or relatives. Okay? Then only you should move or walk on the road, because road is very busy. All the vehicles are moving here and there. And see this student, again he is taking out his hand and head out of the window of the school bus. So it is also very harmful activity. This boy, this child could get hurt, and it could disturb the driver also, driver of the bus also. And if the driver will get distracted, then the chances are that accidents may happen. So out of these 4 pictures, only one picture, picture number 3, the activity is correct, because this girl, she is walking with her mother. Okay, and she is walking on the footpath, not on the road, and she is walking with her mother. So this is correct. But this boy, he is handling the candle, and the flame is just about to touch his hand. So it is wrong. This boy, he is sharpening his pencil with the blade. Again, it is an incorrect or wrong activity. You should never sharpen your pencil with blade. You should use proper sharpener. And again in picture 4, this boy, this student, he is taking out his head and hand out of the window of the bus, moving bus, which is again a very harmful activity. He might get hurt. Okay, so this was the beginning of this chapter. Now let's see what's next. Now there are some points which is about, let us read about safety in different situations. Yes, in this chapter, in this topic, you are going to read about safety measures, safety steps which we are going to follow in different situations at different places, that what kind of safety rules or safety measures should be followed. So first subtopic is safety from fire. Okay, fire is a very useful. Along with that, it could be very harmful and dangerous also if not handled carefully, if not handled properly. Otherwise, fire is useful. How it is useful? Because it helps us to cook food. Your mama, your mother, she cooks food on the gas stove. Okay. So the flame of the gas, it provides heat to cook the food. We light candles or diyas when there is a little bit time of electricity or power supply is not there, then the fire also help us to make light for a certain period of time with the help of candles and diyas. Okay, so if the fire is handled properly and perfectly, then it is useful. Otherwise, it could prove very harmful for our life. So let's start this topic, safety from fire. A fire can be caused due to gas leakage, electrical faults, or careless handling of candles, matchsticks, etc. Yes, here this fire, it is being talked about that kind of fire which broke out due to certain kind of accidents, either at home or at some workplace or anywhere else. And those fire could broke out due to gas leakage. Gas leakage means there is, in our home there is a gas cylinder. Okay, in that gas cylinder, LPG gas is filled, which is being supplied to the burner, and due to which food is cooked. Or in some industries or some factories, maybe some other type of gas cylinders will be available. So if there will be a gas leakage, if the knob of the gas or whatever is there, it is not tightened up properly, it is not closed properly, and if there is certain kind of leakage through which the gas could be leaked out, released out, then the chances of fire breaking out could be there. Okay, so these are some of the causes, some of the reasons which could lead to the fire broke out. Okay, so first was gas leakage. Second, electrical faults. Many times you have heard about short circuits. So there may be some problem with the electrical equipments, electrical wiring of the house or anywhere, any building. There may be short circuit. Whatever electrical wires were there, maybe some fault occur in that, due to which short circuit happened and it will lead to an electrical fire. Okay, or careless handling of candles, matchsticks, etc. Or if the very candle which is giving us light during dark hours, if that candle or matchsticks, you all know, there are small sticks inside the matchbox which help us to burn or light up the fire. So if these matchsticks or candles, they are not being handled properly or carefully, then mishappening or fire broke out could happen due to that also. Many a times during Diwali celebrations or Diwali festival, it comes in newspapers that that particular person has get burned due to crackers or due to the candles or diyas. Why this happens? Because of the lack of alertness, lack of carefulness while handling these things. So we all should be very, very, very careful. We all must be very much alert while handling anything related to fire, whether it is a matchstick, whether it is a candle or diya or gas stove or any electrical equipments, electrical switches, electrical plugs, electrical appliances, whatever it could be, we should be very much careful while handling these things, while operating these things. Okay, so we should follow some safety rules to prevent ourselves from fire accidents. Yes, fire accidents is caused due to these reasons. These are some of the reasons which can lead to fire accidents. So to avoid that fire accident, we don't want these fire accidents to be happened in our life or anywhere else. So to avoid these fire accidents, we should follow some safety rules so that we could protect ourselves and others also from these fire accidents. So what are those safety rules? Let's study one by one. First is switch off the gas regulator when not in use. Yes, gas regulator is present on the upper side of the gas cylinder in the kitchen, but I would suggest you kids that you should not go and handle that. You should tell your mother or any adult who is handling the kitchen work in your house that please switch off the gas knob or the regulator of the gas cylinder when it is not in use, so that it could ensure the safety inside the kitchen. There should be no gas leakage. Okay, so to avoid gas leakage, we should switch off the gas regulator when not in use. Okay. Second, in case of a gas leakage, if by chance, God forbids, but if by chance any gas leakage is there, then neither strike a match nor operate any electrical switch. Open all doors and windows and call an adult for help. In case there is a gas leakage inside the kitchen, a strange kind of a smell will be prevailing over there, and you could easily recognize that smell. So if you find any gas leakage or any certain kind of a smell over there, then please don't light up any electrical switch or any matchstick or any gas lighters, because even a single spark of fire could lead to a major fire breakout, major fire accidents. Okay, so we don't have to light up any matchsticks or lighters or any electrical switches also, because already the gas is present in that. Due to gas leakage, the gas is present in the air in that particular environment of the kitchen, and any kind of lightning or fire or warmth may broke out, may lead to a major fire accident. And immediately we should open all the doors and windows of our houses so that this gas could mix up with the atmospheric air, could get out, it should get an outlet out of that kitchen area. Okay, and we should immediately call an adult so that that gas leakage could be fixed up immediately then and there only. Okay, so this is a very important point which you should take care in your mind and in your houses. Okay, that you have to switch off the gas regulator when it is not in use, and in case of any gas leakage, we should never or neither strike any match or nor operate any electrical switches. Never light up any matchstick or lighter or any electrical switches. Don't touch at that time. Quickly open up all the windows, all the doors, all the outlets of your house. Okay, and call an adult for help. Third, replace faulty gas pipes immediately. Yes, the next step should be to immediately replace, immediately remove, take out that faulty gas pipeline from which the gas leakage was happening. Gas was coming out. Immediately we should remove that faulty gas pipeline and should put a new strong gas pipeline from which there should be no gas leakage. Okay, so this was the third point. Fourth, check wiring and electrical appliances regularly for any fault or breaks in the wiring. Yes, we should keep on checking the wires and electrical appliances regularly in our house, so that if there is any fault or any breaks in the wiring, it could be known to us. So you people are very small kids, you should not do it. You should suggest these things to the adults, to your family members. You should share this knowledge, this part of the knowledge you should share with your family members, with your mother, father, or any adult family members, that yes, we should keep on checking the faulty wires, switches, or any breaks. If there is any breaks, any problem is within the wirings, so that if it is there, it could be well known in advance and it could be fixed, it could be made perfect, it could be clear up, so that the accidents or mishappenings would not happen. Okay, so we should check on wiring and electrical appliances regularly for any fault or breaks in the wiring. Next point, be careful while handling matchbox, candles, firecrackers, etc. First of all, I would like to say you that we should not burn firecrackers, because it only leads to air pollution, noise pollution, and sometimes leads to major fire accidents also. Instead, we should utilize our hard-earned money for some good work, for some charity type of work, or to purchase some good things that will keep us healthy, fit, and active. Okay. These firecrackers are not only harmful for our health, but they are equally harmful for the environment as well as for the animals, birds, animals, those who live in and around us. They got scared when these firecrackers are burned. So it's a request for you that never burn firecrackers. Okay. And even we have to be very careful while we are handling matchbox, candles, or anything related to fire. These two pictures, as you can see, it is a cross over there. Don't operate electrical switch in case of gas leak. That I have already told you. If there is by chance a gas leak in the kitchen area, then we don't have to operate. We don't have to switch on the light over there. And don't strike a match. Match means matchbox in case of gas leak, because this spark will immediately lead to the fire accident, major fire. Okay. And we have to be very careful while using these fire items like matchbox, candles, and firecrackers, etc. And I have requested you not to use firecrackers, because they are harmful for health also, for environment also, and for the animals also, birds also. Next point is, do not wear synthetic clothes like nylon clothes when handling fire, because these clothes catch fire easily. Yes, this is also very important point which I would like you to share with your mother, because most of the time mother only is in the kitchen area to complete household work, to complete cooking and other works. So while she is cooking or while you are in the kitchen, we all should put on cotton clothes. We should not put on clothes made up of synthetic fibers, synthetic clothes like clothes made up of nylon, rayon, or polyester, because these synthetic fibers, they can catch fire very easily. Instead of cotton clothes do not catches fire very easily, and it will be more comfortable to work in cotton clothes while we are in kitchen or while we are doing some fire related work. So this is also a very important and good point which you should share with your parents, that they should not wear synthetic clothes like the clothes made up of nylon. There are other synthetic clothes also, which I think we have done a chapter clothes in grade 4, where we have studied about natural fibers, synthetic fibers, the clothes made up of synthetic fiber, those fibers which are made by man in factories or industries. They are known as man-made or synthetic fibers or artificial fibers. Examples included nylon, rayon, polyester, etc. So we should avoid wearing these type of clothes while working with the fire related work or while working in the kitchen area. Next is, if a person's clothes catch fire, he or she should be rolled onto the floor until the fire is out. he or she can also be covered by a blanket to put out fire. Yes, this is also very interesting point and good point. If by chance suppose a person's clothes catches fire, then he or she should be rolled onto the floor until the fire is out. He or she should be made to rolled over the floor. Okay, rolling should be done with that person. He or she should roll himself or herself on the floor, and he should do this activity till the fire is put off. Because when we roll our body on the floor, then the what fire our body, the fire which catches our clothes or body, and the you all know air is present all around us, and air enhances fire. Air helps fire to spread. So we should make an such arrangement so that the air supply, the oxygen supply should be broke out, should be disconnected with that fire. As soon as the air supply or the oxygen supply, oxygen is also present in air, as soon as the air or oxygen supply will be disconnected with that fire, the fire will slowly put out. Okay, so this is the reason it is being told over here that if a person's clothes catches fire, then he or she should be rolled onto the floor, because rolling on the floor will make a stop gap between the fire and the air supply and the oxygen supply, and the chances are that the fire could be put out. Or he or she can also be covered by a blanket to put out fire. You must have seen these kind of scenes in any of the movies or cartoon scenes, that when a fire is broke out in the clothes of any persons, then immediately a blanket is rolled over his body. That blanket also performs the same function. It puts a stop gap. It disconnects the oxygen or air supply to the fire, of that clothes, in that clothes which the fire was burning. Immediately we should put a blanket around that person's body, so that immediately the air supply or the oxygen supply should be disconnected, should be stopped, and in the process the fire could be put out. So these were some safety points which we should follow to avoid fire accidents. Okay, in this part of the video, this much only. A little more things are left in this topic, safety from fire, which I will cover in the next part of the video of this topic, that is safety and first aid. So view this portion of the video for a few more seconds so that you could better understand this and you could better see it. Okay, so all the points we have discussed, most of the points we have discussed related to safety from fire. See you soon with the next part of this video. Till then, bye. Take care. And thank you for the class.